The teaching practice and placement, there are 3 things required, basically. Okay, for this session, I'll just be talking you through what are your expectations, really. What do you expect from placement? Anybody, what do you expect?
Experience.
Experience. I've ever taught before. Anyone ever taught before at any level?
Well, training. I was involved in training.
Okay.
Not teaching.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Lovely. Okay, thank you. So, experience. Any other person?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Because you can be in a classroom, you know the topic, but if you don't have the knowledge, you will. You know, just for me, for example, I would like to be a French teacher. I'm fluent in French. I've not a degree in French, but I follow the method. So I've never learned everything. It's different from what I've been taught in Africa. So I have to be a comparing and exchanging.
Lovely. That's great. Yeah. Thank you so much. You know, I taught in Africa without having teaching qualification. But when I got here, I had to pick it up. Because you don't need to have your degree and then go ahead and teach. But I never had any teacher training. You know, and then I taught. But when I got here, I had to go through it. So what's your expectation from placement?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay. Experience. Lovely. Okay. Yes, and yours?
Break the ice as the barrier, because sometimes people they can't talk publicly, they can't handle the situation. So break the ice.
Don't be intimidated by this guy when he talks. He's a talker. He can talk to thousands and then like wow. I'm like, so I see someone who beats me to this. Okay. But don't be intimidated. We started from somewhere. And sincerely speaking, it can be a bit daunting, a bit challenging for you to stand before. Apart from even talking, how do you manage your class? Okay? If we have 100 people here, you can be sure they are all different. So how do you manage it? Some want to push boundaries, some want to just interject and disrupt. Some, all of that goes into teaching. It's a great job, but it's a lot as well. Okay, so man, what's your expectation? Yeah, it's you, don't worry.
Experience.
Experience. Okay. Lovely. You know, I did something intentionally when we started. Who can pick that? Deliberately, it was intentional. I don't necessarily have to do it.
You shake.
I shook your hands all around. Why?
Get in contact with us.
If you don't connect with your students, you can't succeed with them. The first contact matters a lot. The first impression matters a lot. The first time you meet your students, you will either capture them or lose them. If a student connects with you, they will succeed on that program. They may not like the subject, but they like the teacher. They will come. And before you know, they will like the subject. Do you get what I'm saying? So I took my time to shake your hand around. I said, what's your name? Get to know your students. They are not laptops, they are human beings. Everybody wants recognition.
That's right.
Recognize me, I'm here. I'm here. Call me by name, I'm here. I'm a human being. Give me attention. Don't forget that. Those are some things, we don't pay attention to when it's just DET, just a subject. It's not just a subject. Let's look at what really is teaching. It's connecting with human beings, taking them from this place to that place, and by the time they get there, they can see your handwriting on them. I'm telling you. I've seen teachers who rescue students from death, from suicide, because they paid attention. The student was in class and was just disconnected, not interested, not participating, and that wasn't their usual self. But because the teacher paid attention and then created time, hey, Don, what's happening? What happened? This is not you. You were not engaging, you were not talking, you were not participating. Come with me. Let's get a cup of tea. Auntie, man, whatever. No, just come with me now. I need to talk to you. And then, because she paid attention, Don just opened up and started crying. What is it? What's going on here? And he was already thinking of committing suicide. I just get to school today after that. I said, what? By paying attention. Please, I thought to myself that I will never use my students as products to make money. I want to make impact. I want to make a difference. Whatever money I get out of teaching, that's fine. But no, they are human beings. The only thing you remember me for is the impact I make on your life. Okay. Let me stop talking about myself. Okay. But I hope you are gaining something.
Of course.
I hope. Yeah. So thank you for sharing those expectations, the goals and the structure we look at, the time frame. Now, ordinarily, I was telling my boss here that ordinarily, if you're looking at 100 hours, going by the books, you should be on placement for at least 6 months, with 2 days a week, engaging with learners every day, participating in various activities. Now, it's not only standing here and teaching that falls under placement. Every activity that has to do with teaching, including research, including attending meetings, including planning for teaching, sorting out documents, and all of that goes into placement. Okay, I mean, you were talking of experience. Experience is not only standing and teaching. No, a lot goes on about teaching. In fact, the best teacher is not the one in the classroom. The best teacher is the one in his study room, where they already decide the class and they know how to go from beginning to end. Show me your lesson plan. I will tell you whether that class will fail or succeed that day. Because that's the story of that class. And where do you fix your lesson plan? Not in class.
That's right.
Not in the class. Before you ever come to school or to classroom, the lesson plan is there. And you know every step you will take, every activity, from one step to another, activities, methods to use, you know the groups, you already have the groups in your head, you know how it will go. Okay? So that happens, you know, behind the scenes. So now, there are documents you will get from us. The log sheet will show the various activities, all right, show 100 hours. Now, I'll be very honest. Can I be honest with you guys? Can I be honest with you? Okay. I refer to time before as the main challenge for adults, isn't it? So, anybody working here, you have a job, what do you do, sir?
I work as a freight forwarder. I work in the logistics industry.
Logistics industry. And that's quite busy, isn't it?
So,
Yeah. I know they must be missing you now. They're
I
waiting for you.
have it there. I have it there. Look.
You have it. There you go. He's monitoring things there. Oh my God, can you see this guy?
No, it's just emails, but
I know. You
I will
can
have
pick
the-
anything that is emergency.
Reported, yeah.
I know. What do you do?
At the moment I don't work, but I used to work in IT.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so you have a bit of time on your hands for this program. Great.
I work as a sales consultant now.
Ooh. Okay, so I can consult with you now. What do you do?
Housekeeper.
Housekeeper. Good. Okay. In good hands. If he needs your service, you will take care of him.
Hospital again.
Hospital? Oh, sorry, I forgot. Please, I'm sorry. No. Sorry. My bad. Okay. I'll come back. Hospitality?
No, it's there.
Oh, okay. Support and care. Lovely. That's my area. Okay. Hello, what do you do?
I'm a receptionist.
Hospitality. Great. Sir.
No, at the moment, I do nothing. I used to work in a petrol engineering.
Ooh. So you got all the money there. And now you are chilling, enjoying it. You know petroleum industry, you know what that means. It's money.
Yeah. But I have a contract for 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I work on 1 year. I cut off because my son gets a stroke down and cut off.
Sorry. So sorry for that.
After that, my friend he recommended me to do DET.
Okay.
Yeah,
How's your son doing?
yes.
Getting better? That can be stressful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
Yes. But well done. I salute you.
yeah, thank you.
That you decide to be a father there
Yeah.
to stand by him. Yeah. Well done. Okay. Sir.
Teacher.
Oh, we haven't met before. Have we?
No.
Respect, sir. How are you? What's your name, please?
Jide.
Jide. I'm senior.
Nice.
Nice to meet you. Great pleasure. Okay. Okay. Lovely. Can we appreciate our teachers, please, guys? Now we're doing a great job. Okay. And I salute everyone. Sincerely. So you are all busy. That's what I just established. Well engaged. Now, sorry, your name, sir?
Alicia.
Alicia. If Alicia is to just focus on taking care of his son, that's a full-time job. You know that? If he chooses to be the primary carer for him, the government will pay him as a full-time job. And it's up. And I've seen parents do that. Okay. But why I went into that is this. The practicality of 100 hours. I told the lead inspector, I said, man, there is a gap there, which is a fault, and I don't know where to put it. Is it with upstairs? Is it with our own body? Is it with Ofcom, whoever? I don't know. But a license was given to awarding bodies to create a program like this. And part of the requirement, mandatory, is placement. But there's really no provision to say, we have a list of colleges that our students can go to. No provision like that. So students are left on their own, search for wherever. And how many colleges will open doors to someone who doesn't know jack about teaching to come and teach their students? And she couldn't give me an answer. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, talk less of giving them 100 hours. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, there's a problem. But the reality again is, looking at your life, can you really be available for 100 full hours? Anyone? 100 hours. Be fully, readily, fully available for 100 hours. Over, we have 3 months now. We have 3 months now. 2 days every week, 2 or 3 days every week, within 3 months. Okay. So I'm going to make it very flexible. All right, and I will discuss with you the structure we're going to take. All right, we have a structure where we want to give opportunity, to flexible, whatever you want to participate in. And I'm going to be discussing with my boss here, so we can cover from both ends, PVG end, WIC end. And so we'll create the opportunity for you and make it flexible, and here you'll be able to gain a rich experience. If you get what I'm saying. So we'll decide that, we'll sit on the table and design it together and let you understand. But we have certain criteria that are mandatory. That you must satisfy, and then the various other activities, okay, we will be able to put them together to make those 100 hours. If you are not able to be available for 100 hours, but you must teach, you must experience teaching, you must observe professionals teach. Sir, remind me your full name again, sir.
Oh, Steve Adewa.
Steve. Yes, sir. Steve Adewa. Okay. My boss here, Mr. Steve, Mr. Jide, and this the super boss. Sorry? Colleagues. I know. I like throwing. I like throwing things at him. Okay. So, even if you observe any of them teach, you have to put reflective, at least twice, you put reflective account together. And I'll tell you why we put all of that together. Let me run, so I don't want to take the whole time. So, but we will put the log sheet together for you, showing 100 hours. 8 observational reports. You are to teach for at least 8 times, and you'll be observed. Okay, and we're working out, whether you do the 8 sessions with PVD training or okay, or you do 4 with us or with WRC. All of that will come together. Okay, and then there will be a placement letter from us showing that you registered with us, you completed your placement, and all of that. All right. So I'll take you through the placement activities and all of that. There's micro teach. We prioritize micro teach. Okay, and I'm going to do something with you now. Start getting ready. I call something Dragon's Den for teaching. Anyone familiar with Dragon's Den? Dragon's Den? You don't watch some of those?
On the TV.
On the TV, yeah. Where you meet with those business guys and rich. You want to.
You have to introduce your.
Yeah,
your
so they either
products.
hire you or fire you. We don't want to be part of you, take you on. So now I tried to put this together and said I want to see someone who can enter my Dragon's Den as a teacher, right here and now. And I'll give you 10 minutes. Within those 10 minutes, plan what you are going to teach or talk about for 5 minutes. And come and stand there and teach us. Anyone wants to try that? Anybody? Are you bold? Anyone bold to try that today? Anything. I'm not going to limit you to anything you want to talk about. And then I want to see how you will perform as a teacher, standing in front of us. And you will also get feedback from us. What did we gain? What did we learn? About 3 times I've asked you, are you getting something from what I'm saying? And you say yes. That's getting feedback. Teaching is not just talking at people. Check. Just check. What are they getting? What are they learning? Are you making sense? Are they improving? Are they gaining knowledge? Do you get what I'm saying? Okay? We call something formative assessment, we call something summative assessment. You must have learned some of these. Yes, so all of that. It's just ongoing. And then feedback and question and answer. Let me move faster, okay? Sorry, I can talk. I'm learning from him though. So I've talked about letter of placement, and that's another thing.
The confirmation.
Yeah. You see, teaching is really all about you. When you are in class, you are the king, you are the queen. Take charge of your class. But the starting point is, I tell people, no student wants to come to class and see a teacher looking like you're not smiling, you're just like that. I'm not going to connect with you. I've got enough problems than to come to class and be dealing with a teacher who has carried depression to the class. No, leave your depression outside. Nobody needs that. Connect with us. Crack some jokes. I've made you smile a couple of times. Am I right? Am I correct?
You did.
Yeah. Pick these things. It's about you. And when we start, the first thing we start with the qualities, the skills, the attributes of a teacher. Who are you? If you don't understand yourself, you can't make any difference. You can't be a teacher. You can't. It starts with you first. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to come to class and have a rich experience, unforgettable experience. I'm looking for when next I'm going to meet this teacher. I'm going to be in his class or her class. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. I hope I'm not creating. Okay. So those are the documents. Okay. And I've explained them. Fine.
I'm sorry, just to add, I'm really sorry to ask. Maybe you can ask this question.
Please feel free if you have any questions.
So
Stop me at any time.
Previous slide, if you don't mind. Because I thought it was better to ask. I think actually when it's training, you can ask questions because
Please stop me at any time. Yeah.
So you can see what she's saying, placement. Obviously, once you register with them, the letter of confirmation, the placement is being secured. Then 100 hours of the log sheet, the documents they will maintain. But can you see there's a 4 observation written, and we are
Okay.
8. So please, you can ask this question because maximum maybe both they will be 8 and obviously
Okay.
financial arrangement we already discussed.
Yeah.
So you can do 4, but you can do 8 of the
You have to
years.
decide.
And obviously there are different financial arrangements.
Yes.
So So please feel free, to stop me at any time if you need to clarify anything.
Yes.
So
Ask
we
question.
can go for 8 observations.
Yeah, you can. You can choose to. Yeah.
So what's the difference between the 8, the 4, and the 8?
Okay.
Can you just complete 4 and then you get the...
No, you must have 8, minimum of 8 observations and reports. Okay. So, but ordinarily, I put this together not only just for this college, but for other colleges. Some colleges decide, okay, just do 4 with our students and we will do 4 with them. But the 8 must be complete. And some colleges decide, just do the 8 for our students and we're fine.
So when you say observation, when we teach or we just observe?
When you teach,
Okay.
yeah,
And they observe.
and we'll observe you.
Okay.
Yeah, whether it's macro teach, whether it's teaching our students, you know, and all of that. Yeah, great. Now, we put together, these are the key placement activities. Number 1, I run a professional workshop. Bigger. I need to take this out actually. From that, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, thank you so much. Yeah. So, can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. So, I run a professional workshop with senior. I deliberately created that to personally, it gives me fulfillment if I have the opportunity to share from my wealth of experience with upcoming, trainee teachers. Now it's about quality, about standard, about having broad-based, wide exposure and insight into the totality of what teaching is about. Like I said, teaching is more than just standing in class and teaching.